Get Your Reviews, and this is me and Logan K review of Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm just gonna give you the mic. What do you think?
About No Way Home.
Yes.
Well, now the first act was a bit clunky for me. It's a bit slow, but after that, in the second and the third, things really pick up. And I finally saw Spider-Man in this MCU Spider-Man trilogy. Who actually learned something, the lesson that he should have learned a bit before, I think. But if that was the idea about this Spider-Man, now when you collect the three movies, I understand the idea now. Okay,
Yeah, we do have to be careful for spoilers and such
Yeah.
things. The point is that this Spider-Man does get to a transformation within himself. That is all we're going to say. I think we should sum things up so people get a quick idea of whether or not the movie is good. So the movie is good overall. There's a lot of things that were shockingly amazing, and that is all I'm gonna say.
For an MCU movie, shockingly amazing.
Yeah, kind of like in the middle, I got really disappointed by something that happened because I didn't think that it was done organically, more like it wasn't for me. Then I got it, but at the beginning I was really annoyed by it, and I was like, what the F? So yeah, I'm not sure how everybody are going to feel about this. They tried to pay this off, and they do, but it's still, I didn't feel that was organic at all. The movie has just very fast pacing, so everything happens so fast. And yeah, this movie just races the whole time, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it does come off a bit artificially for me at times. And well, yeah, and the movie picks up right where the previous left off from the sea.
Far From Home, where it left
Yeah.
off. So actually, none time has passed between those two movies.
Yeah, none.
Yeah, and really, actually, in the past, a lot of people said about the Raimi movies that their pacing is bad, but here also the pacing is pretty, especially the first and the second act, as I said. The first, mostly. And some characters still behave like MCU characters. I mean, they say dumb things just for the sake of being funny, but they're simply dumb. Yeah, but there is a lesson. I mean, there is the so-called journey of a hero, which finally, personally, I saw here.
Yeah, I mean, we are both very old Spider-Man fans. I mean, we grew up with the character and the animations and all of that. So, for us, this Spider-Man was never Spider-Man, but
No.
now he is going towards that direction, which felt really cool actually. And yeah, it's once again all that we can say.
I think that a lot of people actually had, well, a lot of people except the blind people who are fans of everything usually, but a lot of people had this complaint about this Spider-Man that something is missing about the responsibility and other things, and I think they actually listened.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this was Marvel Disney initial plan for this character, to be like that, or they just finally listened and they said, okay, then we're going to do it now in the third movie. Yay.
Yay to us. And the two end credit scene, we're just gonna say first is funny and very cool, kind of interesting, kind of not
And
very.
in context.
And in context, and the second, I think we can say that it's actually a trailer.
A lot of people know about that by now, actually. Yes, it's a trailer for Doctor Strange 2 and Multiverse of Madness, which is again in context.
Yeah, and it's absolutely amazing. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this was going to be directed by Sam Raimi, right?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi, I hope the pacing is not slow like the Spider-Man movies. I mean, I love them, but his pacing is very slow.
He had other movies before that actually have good pacing, so I think he'll learn. I'm not sure if he has done something in recent years, but it looks as a Sam Raimi movie and a Doctor Strange movie. I love the first one, so I'm sure that I'm going to go for the second one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Doctor Strange looks awesome with an awesome beard in that trailer. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just awesome. I don't know. I really like his look there. He looks like Doctor Strange.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, yeah. So, and he's actually has a good role here in No Way Home. I was going to say Far From Home, and I think
I'm in that pool too. I mean, I always try to say Far from home.
Something home. Yeah. About the villains now, actually, I mean, we all know which villains are here, so it's not a secret and things. Some of them have more significant roles, others are here, but I think that people will be really happy with what they see from the villains.
Yeah, actually, they have more depth to
So,
them than I thought that they would. So everybody did a great job. Actually, Alfred Molina was awesome as Doc
oh yeah,
Ock.
yeah, yes.
Electro even was better. I
Jamie Foxx
mean,
actually here showed what he can do, because in Amazing Spider-Man 2, I was when they said that it's him, and I said, okay, he's a great actor. They give him stupid material, and here they decided, okay, Jamie, you're a good actor, so we're going to give you a good material.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. And there was something about the villains in Spider-Man that maybe you saw in the trailer. You know, he fought with Doctor Strange for a box. All of that to me felt really, really dumb. But that was kind of the point in the end that Peter needed to learn to be a bit more responsible of how he's making the decisions, because those decisions do have consequences. And it leads to the end, which makes him a better and more self-sufficient Spider-Man. Let's
yeah,
just
yeah.
say that. So it makes sense in that regard, but once again, how they did it, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. They are just playing off that trope that he is young and inexperienced, which he is. He did a fight with the Avengers. He just used his powers and they directed him what to do. Even if you think about Endgame and how he threw the Thanos glove around and everything was directed, he didn't do anything from his own will, so to speak. He just followed instructions. So it
Yeah.
makes sense that he does need to grow, and he does need to make his own decisions, and he cannot be naive because, guys, he is super naive still, which does coincide with his age. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of hard, maybe for me as a Spider-Man fan for so long, to see Peter being so naive and immature. But yeah, I also understand that's the point. But it's not easy to see on screen because I kind of feel like I'm getting a lesser version of him. But now I hope that we are going to get the
I think now it should be, yes, because I
yeah.
felt the same way with always with his naivety, and he does make mistakes, which is normal. He makes mistakes with he's 25 in comic books, not just because he's 17. A lot of people said, but he's 17, he makes mistakes. But he was a superhero and before that a bit. I mean, even when Tony Stark found him, he said, "You've been doing this for 6 months," which means that he was kind of already there in knowing some things. And I don't think, because a lot of people say, but in comic books when he was a teenager, he also did mistakes. But he learned his lesson a bit before that, which for him now the lesson is here in this movie. So as I said, if I think now that okay, this is what they think about this version, then okay, but it's still Spider-Man who cannot afford to be that naive, let's say. I mean, you are a superhero. None of them was that naive when they find the superheroes. I mean, Captain America wasn't naive when he got the super serum. And things
He,
like
he
that.
was also older, I think, but we kind of running out of time here. So, guys, we're going to say the movie was overall really good. It is historic. It is historic. I mean,
Absolutely,
what
yes.
whatever happened in this movie never happened ever before. So it is amazing. In that kind of a way, the movie is really, really special. I'm going to give it, let's say, I don't know, I'm kind of confused, but I cannot give it 7 for what it is because it did amazing things. So 100% is at least 8. Is at least 8.
At least 8, yes, at least 8, because, because of moments in the movies, let's say, not exactly because of what it it's not something groundbreaking in terms of script, let's say, you know, but for other feelings, 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, guys. And now we're going to talk about just a little bit of spoilers. So spoilers, guys.
Now.
Spoilers. Andrew and Tobey are in the movie. They look amazing. It's great. I just love them. Amazing interaction. I also felt from time to time their interaction at the beginning. It was too weird and too. I don't know. I mean,
To
both.
MCU.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
MCU.
I mean, these guys appear and even the villains, and they start behaving straight like they're in the MCU.
Yeah.
so, so I mean, the jokes start, but especially the three of them after that, I started to like the interaction more and more.
Yeah, more and more, but it was kind of like I don't know how to say it. Not immature, but not very organic at the beginning. Then it became more like that, and then at the end of the movie, just it was very awesome overall. So I cannot complain. And the end credit scene with Venom, that was hilarious, and he left his symbiote there, and it was just so funny. And the Doctor Strange trailer was amazing, and Wanda is there, and that is all the spoilers that I want to talk about because that's just what matters to me.
And basically, I mean, that's it. I mean, they are in the movie. They have a significant role and timing in the movie. They're not just there to wave and say, "Yes, hero, we are here." And it does have a meaning why they are there,
Yeah.
and how they help him, and he also helps them in a way, because the Spider-Man are also in a moment in their life that we see.
Yeah, so it was really cool, guys. We are going to remember this movie forever and ever. And yeah, 8 out of 10. Let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Check the links down below to everything. OnlyFans, if you want to support me, Logan here. If you're Bulgarian fans, we are also from Superheroes Bulgaria, so go to that channel too if you like, also Facebook. So guys, with that being said, thank you, and till next time, me Garage Reviews and Logan K.